and I am a student at the University of St. Thomas. I work at main event as a bartender, server, line cook, and labelas. I started to get some random pains at the age of 19 in my abdomen. It started with pain over here. What I'm now learning is my lymph nodes, and it started to recede into my testicles, into both of them. And finally, after some long efforts in getting some insurance, I was finally able to get some. And for a year, doctors couldn't diagnose me with anything. Finally, a year after that, at the age of 21, I was able to get some better insurance. And I spoke with the general doctor, and she performed a physical on me, and she found a mass. From there, she sent me to a urologist, and almost immediately he had the fear that it was testicular cancer. So my first semester at the University of St. Thomas, I was struggling with getting the procedures or the checkpoints to do an orchiectomy, which is a removal of a testicle. At the age of 21, I lost a testicle, and later on the same year, I went for a follow-up, and it turns out I have now a tumor the size of an orange, or the size of my fist, in my left lymph node, and both lymph nodes are swollen. So now I'm undergoing chemotherapy 5 days a week, and working on beating it. I try to do the things that I love. Well, not everybody likes the way that I dress. I'll start with that one, right? Some people don't like my denim coated jeans. Some people don't like these loud boots that I wear. But certainly they encourage me during chemotherapy because, you know, it's one of those little things in life that keeps you happy, you know. Then there's the people around me, certainly. My parents, you know, they encourage me. They tell me what my family is saying, you know, because if I speak to every family member, it'll certainly bring me down to some extent, right? I mean, it's kind of hard to hear that your 22-year-old nephew, grandson, or son has testicular cancer, or cancer of any form, I'm sure. So they just encourage me. And fortunately, because I still have them in my life, I've been able to not work for the better part of 3 months because the tumor in my abdomen is quite painful. And then I have my friends who take me out sometimes. You know, we speak a whole bunch of banter. It keeps my mind off of the cancer. And then finally I have my girlfriend and future fiance. Right, she's there for me during the weeks of chemotherapy, and every day of chemotherapy so far, she's been helping me take my medication. Keeping my diet in check. She's been very generous with her time. She stays with me every night in chemotherapy because it's not pretty. It's a struggle to even get out of bed. I feel like if I get up, even if I go to the restroom, I feel nausea because the scent of metal comes with all of those. It's about 3 liters of chemicals going into my body, and they're not pleasant. So she keeps me optimistic. Finally, I have my job. You know, I understand that I'm not going to be fired for a missing amount of work. And while my finances aren't quite stable at this moment, I certainly have the support from my managers and the friends that I've made at main event.
George came to main event pretty close to the same time I did. He started out in Labella's. Not very long after that, he was moved to the kitchen. Guy just has just great work ethic and ability. And then it wasn't too long down the road, and Greg was stealing him for the bar. So the guy is just kind of a jack of all trades.
George's work ethic is top notch. There's nothing you can't give George that he's not going to get done immediately. He's always someone that me and all the other managers in the building that we can all go to.
Describing George's work ethic is very unique, very impeccable. The gentleman just is very polite, Nothing negative by any means. One of the few individuals that I was really excited about having him under in my department.
George is 100% a 10. You ask him to do something, it gets done. You don't have to double check. You can just trust that it's done.
I just like his attitude. His attitude is so pure. He is probably one of the kindest persons I've ever met.
The biggest trait that I admire about George by far is going to be the fact that he is so considerate. Whether it's bringing us food here in the sales office and just double checking on us, or volunteering for a banquet that we're having trouble staffing, he's always the first person to volunteer.
I like that he's hardworking, and his hard work kind of like comes over to me and makes me want to work harder.
George is always happy, always positive, and he's fun to work with. He's just a good guy.
Yeah, I remember one time he broke a bottle of Tito and started freaking out.
We're there for you. And Harry to come back full time.
If I had any words of encouragement for George, it would definitely be to get over his addiction of dabbing. He's got a little too crazy with that, but George is definitely someone who's not going to let something like this get in his way of who he is as a person. He's always going to stay upbeat and happy no matter what he does. So George is hanging in there, and we all know you'll get through it.
We're all here for you, and we're all excited for you to come back and join us.
Keep up the battle, George. I know it's been hard. I know I have a little bit of something to say on that, because my wife also is a cancer survivor. So you gotta be.
George, you're doing a good job. I do believe in you, and I do believe that everything will be okay. Just have hope and have strength.
George, we wish you the best, man. Hurry up, get better. So start working 4 or 5 days with us. Really miss you. Want you to come back.
Just keep fighting. We're all here for you, you know? Got a good support system here. Just keep fighting. You'll get through it.
Just hope you get well, man. You're not alone. Everyone here made a to support you. It was really good seeing you last time for your birthday. And hope you get well, man. Like, if you ever need anything, just let me know. I'll be there.
I think if I could say anything to George right now, it's just keep your head up, stay strong. You're a beautiful person. Everybody loves you. And you don't have to try to be so strong that you don't let people help you. There's a lot of people that care about you, that love you. And when you have those moments where you need to break down, let us be there for you. We do anything in the world to help you out, and we're going to see you through this, and you're going to accomplish so many great things on this planet, and I just can't wait to see what the future has for you.